Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Friday, the 29th of March, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Demari Mitchell making waves in Trinidad. And in our feature for this evening, Nivision men support Special Olympians. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back. Under the distinguished patronage of Letitia Clark and Alan Ward, formerly of the VOJN Primary School, the annual Gulf Insurance Inter-Primary Championships, otherwise known as the Mini Olympics, will be held at the Nevis International Stadium, aka the Mundo Trap, on Wednesday, 3rd April. Come and see top athletes from defending champions Charleston Primary do battle to retain the trophy. But wait, the other schools are saying nothing tall goes so far. So you'll also see Mott Cross Prep, St. Thomas's Primary, Elizabeth Pemberton Primary, VOJN, St. James's Primary, Ivor Walters Primary, Joycelyn Libert Primary, and the Nevis Academy will be making a historic grand entrance as a solo entity. Primary and secondary school children, please take note you pay $5 if you get your tickets before April the 1st and $10 thereafter. Adults, you'll only pay a measly $15 EC. The opening ceremony takes place at 12 noon sharp, and the first race commences at 1 p.m. whether you're there or not. April the 3rd, it's the big one, baby. Mark that date on your calendar, and if you are planning your funeral, tell the funeral director to hold on. Well, I'm back, and we start with this exciting bit of news in cricket. Demari Mitchell, you remember that name? Sports lovers in Nevis would remember him as the exciting captain of the Ivor Walters Primary School's cricket team and the exciting forward who helped Ivor Walters to championship honours in the primary school's football tournament a few years ago. Well, we have not been hearing much about him in recent times, and that is simply due to the fact that he has relocated to Trinidad. Just last week, though, the young man grabbed the spotlight there in a huge way. Playing cricket for the Diego Martin Secondary School versus the St. Mary's College team, Demari smashed his way to an unbeaten 266 not out and hit 24 sixes and 17 fours in the process. His team racked up a humongous 355 for free and bowled out the St. Mary's team for a mere 61 runs. In achieving the huge score, Demari broke records previously established by the following players. St. Mary's Keith Elder, who made 199 runs, Tranquility Government Secondary's Sean Kurt Harry, who got 205 not out, Samuel Felix got 210 not out, Tian Webster 215, and listen this, Brian Charles Lara, he also was in the mix, he got 244 runs. Camilo Karimbogas, he got 245 not out, and now he has 266, the new record. By the look of things, we'll be hearing a lot more from the young man in the not-too-distant future. Meanwhile, further afield, Cricket West Indies and Mr. Phil Simmons are pleased to announce that both parties have come to an amicable resolution in the claim from Simmons' dismissal as head coach in 2016. This is the first action by President Ricky Skerritt and Vice President Dr. Kishore Shallow to fulfill their campaign promise from the 10-point Cricket First plan to repair stakeholder relationships, particularly with former players. At a meeting yesterday between the two parties at Sandals Grand Antigua, the new President Ricky Skerritt, on behalf of CWI, told Phil Simmons, "We would like to apologize to you for referring to your appointment as a mistake. Cricket West Indies did not make a mistake when we selected you as our head coach." President Skerritt added, "In my previous role as CWI Independent Director, I was involved in the interview panel that recruited Phil Simmons from a long line of competitors, and he was the best candidate. Subsequently, based on the results he produced on the field, he proved himself to be a very competent coach in his time with the West Indies, winning the World T20 in 2016 and now currently with Afghanistan." In accepting the apology, Simmons said, "My family and I are relieved that we have been able to finally close this matter, and I'm pleased that it has been done so amicably. Following the election on the weekend, I'm more confident than I've ever been that the future of West Indies cricket is in good hands. I'm a very proud West Indian, and I hope that in the future I get the opportunity to try to help move our cricket forward again. I would like to offer my congratulations to President Skerritt and Vice President Shallow." After the court hearing formalities in the Antigua Industrial Court on Tuesday, it was agreed that the settlement amount will remain confidential. Cricket West Indies wishes Mr. Simmons continued success in his current Afghanistan cricket role and all future endeavors. Now to football. 3 youthful Nevisians have been included in the St. Kitts Nevis under-17 football team, which will be traveling to Florida shortly to take part in CONCACAF Under-17 Championship and the World Cup qualifier. A brief ceremony was held at the office of the Minister of Sports, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, on Wednesday. Let's take in this.
Here with me, 2 gentlemen who have recently been selected to the St. Kitts Nevis Under-17 national team will be traveling to Tampa, Florida to take part in the CONCACAF Under-17 Championships and World Cup qualifier. Dejal Myers and Jalden Myers, I would like to officially congratulate you on behalf of the Department of Sports, and also as one of your former coaches. I would have helped nurtured you from primary school up, so at this point in time I'm very, very proud of you 2 young gentlemen. Also, who's part of the team and is not here with us is Mr. Vibert Stevens of Brown Hill. The Department of Sports would like to extend congratulations to you gentlemen, and when you go out there, I want you to make Nevis, well, St. Kitts Nevis, but especially Nevis proud, not only with your play on the field, but with your behavior off the field as well.
It's always good when persons from Nevis can make it into the national squad. And I think this is a fantastic opportunity for the young men of Nevis to shine out there on the international stage, getting a chance to compete in Florida. And of course, once a team does well in this competition, it's also giving them a chance to go even further. I am particularly proud because these 2 young men, Myers, Jalden, and Dejal, I know they have athletic ability and athletic talent because they normally take part in the Empire Sports Club Aquatic Sports every year that we have down at the waterfront. And so I know that they have athletic talent and ability, and they now have to go and shine on the football field. I believe it's because of the fact that the talent would have been spotted why they're getting that opportunity to travel now to Florida. I'm also happy because they are from Bath Village, and oftentimes we hear not good reports from Bath, but I'm happy that these 2 young men are from Bath Village and they are putting Bath Village in the spotlight. The other young man is from Brown Hill, and so from the department and the Ministry of Sports, we are heartened and delighted that these 3 young men are getting an opportunity to go to Florida as part of the squad and getting an opportunity to shine. Gentlemen, I want to congratulate both of you, and actually the 3 gentlemen, I want to congratulate them heartily from the Ministry of Sports. And I have to tell you all that the support is there from my ministry and my department. I want to wish you all well. I hope you all will go and shine brightly. I wish the team well, and I'm hoping that the team can win its games and the team can go on from strength to strength to compete. And what you all also have to bear in mind, that you being there in that tournament also gives you an opportunity to shine before scouts and coaches who are there, who will be looking at you. And so you have to bear that in mind, because from this tournament, you never know what can happen. You may get an opportunity to get a scholarship to go overseas, you get an opportunity to do to go an attachment on somewhere else. And so the opportunities are there, and you have to take advantage when these come along. Take advantage of them. I'm kindly asking you to be on your very best behavior. Remember, you're representing yourselves, you're representing Bath, you're representing St. Kitts and Nevis, and so a lot is on your shoulders. I'm asking you to please be on your very best behavior, be very well disciplined, and please make St. Kitts and Nevis and yourselves and your families proud. So once again, congratulations to you. Have a safe trip, and best wishes from the Ministry and the Department of Sports.
Well, we want to wish the young men all the best as they go off to Florida. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Don't want nobody hold me back.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say, ready, ready.
Well, I'm back, and tonight athletics is in the spotlight. Two Nevisian men were especially lauded for their sacrificial efforts in giving support to the St. Kitts Nevis Special Olympics team, which recently returned from the 2019 World Games in Abu Dhabi. Joseph Liebert and David Grant came in for high praise at a recent ceremony to celebrate the achievements of the athletes. As we celebrate our Special Olympians, I want to single out these two guys. These two guys, on my left, on my right, took up their own money, went to Abu Dhabi at their own expense to support our athletes. Libby, how was the trip to Abu Dhabi?
But the trip was almost like going to heaven. I am willing to go again anytime. The only drawback was that the long flight, but I will make it any day.
Wow, what a vacation it was. David Grant, you'll go back to Abu Dhabi any day as well?
Maybe not, but I would describe this trip as the greatest 2 weeks I've ever had away from home.
Wow, wow. What would have been your biggest moment?
Well, truthfully, my biggest moment, I had two real big moments. The first big moment really was when I witnessed Jamai Merchant got his gold. We were sitting together, David and myself, and David said to me, "Boy, Libby, if he can make that lap, because there are 2 laps for 45K, if he can make that lap in just about the same time, it looked as if he can get gold." He made it in less time, and he got the gold. The sun was really hot. It was really humid that day. But when Jamai got that gold, goose pimples come all over my body. The other great moment I can say, it was when Shane got his silver. And Shane said afterwards to us that well, when he was getting his medals, he started crying. And you could see it was tears of joy. And he explained to us afterwards that he had the flu and he was not feeling well, so he couldn't get to breathe properly. But he came too far to come last. Wow. That meant a lot to me. He came too far to come last. Wow. He came second.
Wow. And your biggest moment, Grant?
Well, I said it all, but the country itself is a nice country, but seeing Jamai Merchant, Shane Nisbet, I mean, you talk about Shaki and Lavanda and so on, but when those guys got the gold and got the silver, but you say, but you still can't believe it. Wow. Right? Wow. So I really enjoyed those 2 cycling events.
Another thing I learned though, there were about 20,000 volunteers at the meet. And what I learned while we were speaking to 2 volunteers, that they paid their way from England to reach to Abu Dhabi, paid their own hotel accommodation in order just to be volunteers. Wow. I thought that the volunteers were getting something from it. Yeah. The only thing they got might have been some food, but they paid their way all the way. So that's volunteerism.
Brilliant. And last,
just one final comment. Somebody may say, why go so far and feel overjoyed that somebody getting this medal? You could see it on television. It's not the same.
No, it's not.
It's not the same. Jamai is from my immediate area, and I know his background. And to see him excel at the World Games, that was special.
Nice. Well, guys, I want to say congratulations. Not everybody would make that kind of a sacrifice to have such an expensive vacation, but I want to say congratulations. And as we conclude, well, we're going to take in this from our last 3 remaining schools as we look forward to Interprimary 2019. We're going to hear now from St. Thomas's Primary, Maud Cross Prep, and the champion school, Charlestown Primary. On the road to Interprimary, we are here at the St. Thomas's Primary School, former champions of the Interprimary. And guess what? They say they're ready. Mr. Caesar will tell me, are you truly ready?
Yes, we are. We are ready. The green machine is ready to take the Interprimary by storm come the 3rd of April. So look out for us because we'll be coming to regain our title as the Interprimary champions.
And you think you have the athletes to do the job?
Of course, we have the top athletes actually on the island, but you know, sometimes you give them other schools a little chance. But this time we're coming with vengeance, we're coming with revenge, so look out for the green team.
Okay, what does the team have to say about that? Your turn now with your school.
Okay, so we have to let them know that we are ready. We are on a mission. 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 We honor.
Mission.
We honor.
Mission.
Good. So when we tell them we honor mission and demolition mission. After 2, 1, 2.
We honor mission.
Sing.
And demolition mission. We honor mission. And demolition mission.
We honor mission.
We honor mission. And demolition mission. We honor mission. And demolition.
Mash up who?
Mash up the orange toes. Mash up the brown toes.
Mash.
Them up. Mash them up. Mash them up.
Mash up the purple.
Mash up the brown.
Mash up the orange there.
Mash up the orange there.
Mash them up.
Mash them up. Mash them up. Mash them up.
Mash up. Rihanna.
We honor mission. And demolition mission.
Sing out hard.
We honor mission. And demolition mission.
Louder.
We honor mission. And demolition.
Harder. Bluffy roof.
We honor mission. And demolition.
Mash up the orange there.
Mash up the orange.
Maroon.
Mash up the maroon.
Mash them.
Mash them up. Mash them up.
Mash up.
Mash up the marbles.
Mash up the.
Orange them.
Mash.
Them up. Mash them up. Mash them up.
Oh, and then we say, oh Lord, the whole place.
Mash up. Mash up.
The whole place. Oh.
Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up. Orange is done.
Oh.
Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up.
The whole place. Oh Lord.
Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up.
Purple day is done. Oh.
Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up.
The whole place. Oh Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up. Purple day is done. Oh Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up. The. Oh Lord, the whole place. Mash up. Mash up. Orange day is done. Now, when I say champions, you say St. Thomas says champion. 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 When I say St. Thomas's, you say must win. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. When I say St. Thomas's, you say champion. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's. Now, when I say look out, you say for the green machine. Look out 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 for the green machine. When I say St. Thomas, just scream champions. St. Thomas.
On the road to Inter-Primary 2019, I'm now with the Maude Cross Prep School, MCPS, and they are not only participating this year, they are competing. I have Faith with me. Faith, how prepared is the Maude Cross Prep this year?
Well, we're ready. We're going to mash up the track this year.
And what about you? Do you have the athletes to do the job that you're talking about?
Yes, you know, we got Zane, we got Kimani, we got Tikwana, we got Erwin, we got all our athletes here on the track. We're going to mash it up this year for sure.
All right. What does the rest of the team have to say?
Ball Cross Prep, we going to hurt them. Run! Ball Cross Prep, we going to hurt them. Run! Ball Cross Prep, we going to hurt them. Run!
Well, you have heard it from the Mondo track itself. Maude Cross Prep are going to haunt them.
Who is the best?
CPS!
Who is the best?
CPS!
Who is the best?
CPS!
Charleston!
Primary!
Charleston!
Primary!
CPS!
Must win!
CPS!
Must win!
CPS!
Must win!
But that's it for this evening and indeed for the week. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you are not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night and a great weekend.